Everyone, welcome back to SAT Math Question of the Day. Here's our question of the day. Please read it, pause it, and let's try to do it. The function f is defined by, I see, it's got three factors. Which of the following is not an intercept of f of x in the xy
An
plane?
x-intercept.
Oh, what did I say?
Intercept.
Oh, not an x-intercept. So that means this thing goes like this or something like that. It's not an x-intercept, right? So 1 is an x-intercept. What is an x-intercept? It's the x value that makes the value of this function equal to 0. So 1 makes it 0 because this is a 0. Negative 1 makes it 0. And negative 2 makes it 0. So whatever is not one of those numbers looks like 2. 2 is not in the list. 2 is not part of this club. So it would be 2. They're probably...
It would be. Well, okay, yeah. So, the thing is an x-intercept, does that mean the x value where y is 0? Or is it the point? Or is it a point that is on the curve and on the x-axis?
That is a great question. And if you're...
Because the answers are given in terms of coordinates of points.
That's right.
Not values of x.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you said the x-intercept is the x value where y is 0.
Right. So let's say on a...
But it's really the kind of thing that you have to, you understand the situation. The situation is the curve will sometimes cross the x-axis, sometimes touch the x-axis. And the points where the curve meets the x-axis are certain kinds of points. And those points, number 1, are on the x-axis. Number 2, they're on the curve. Number 3, they have the property that x is such that the x-coordinate is such that f of x equals 0. And those points have coordinates x for the x-coordinate, and the y-coordinate is 0. So all of these relationships are part of the idea of x-interception.
Right. So that's the main...
So when you look at this problem, when you know what's going on, you could observe that the answer is simply given in terms of the coordinates of the points. It's also helpful to notice that every choice has a y coordinate of 0.
That's right.
So all you have to do is pick the choice where the x value makes the right-hand side, the formula for f, make that equal to a non-zero value.
Right. Yeah.
And so one way of doing it is to try each one. Another way of doing it is to start with the formula for f. It is given already factored. Yeah. And so you could read off where the zeros are.
That's what we did.
Yeah, which is what you did. So you read off x equals 1, but x equals 1 is a choice for which the point should be ruled out. X equals -1 makes you rule that out, and x equals -2 is the third one, and the one that's left is 2.
Right. Yeah.
Which you did.
Yeah.
Nice, short and sweet.
So this graph here, I just graphed it exactly. This was an example. This is actually what the graph looks like. Not that you need it. This was taken from a non-calculator section.
This is not what this graph looks like. What this graph looks like, the y-axis kind of goes between x equals 1 and x equals -1. and then there's x
Wait,
equals
what's that?
minus 2.
That's
So if you draw if you want to see what the curve looks
I
like,
did that. I did
it
that.
looks like this.
Seth, I did it already. Stop
No,
repeating.
you drew the
Look at the bottom.
yeah, there we go. Good. Excellent.
I did it already. You don't have to redo it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fine.
I didn't see it on the bottom.
Okay,
I
overkill.
saw.
Okay, we're done. We're done with
There
that.
it is. Done.
Yeah,
Done.
we're done.
All right.
So, but it is really important to know what an x-intercept is. The x-intercept is when the value of the function equals 0. It is also, you can think of it as the intersection line of the line y is equal to 0, which is a horizontal line, which happens to be the x-axis, and this function. So the x-intercepts are when the value of the function is equal to 0. That's absolutely critical. That's one of the big ideas and big concepts that they are making sure you know when you do this problem. Without knowing what an x-intercept is and what the implications of that are, you can't do the problem. So we always look and ask, what's the main idea? What's the crux of the problem? What's the key to the problem? And that's the key to the problem. Calculator, this is a non-calculator question. It's now obsolete. Every question now is going to be calculator. If this was given on a digital SAT, you could have theoretically type this into the Desmos calculator they give you online, and you would be able to see the intercepts, and then you could pick off the one that's not. If this is given on a digital SAT question, and would you do this question differently than you would do on a test? Yeah, maybe, because on a test in school, you have to ask the teacher, do you want the x value or do you want the coordinates of? And it should be clear what to do on a test.
Do you want the x value or do you want the values of the two coordinates of the x-interception point?
Right. So then hopefully that would be clear. It's one can hedge your bets and sort of do both. On a test, a school test, you could literally say, when x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 0. So 1 comma 0 is one of the x-intercepts. I mean, you could just overkill worded on a test, but hopefully it would be clear what the teacher is expecting. But that's completely irrelevant here because they give you the answers, they give you the choices, so you don't have to worry. I mean,
So what I wrote here, two equivalent properties. X is a solution to f of x equals 0. Right. Statement 2. Correct. Ordered pair x comma 0 is and it's one of the x-intercepts of the graph, and the graph is the graph of not of the equation relating x and y.
Right.
So the graph is this thing. The solutions are 1, -1, and -2, and the x-intercepts have coordinates -2, 0, -1, and 0, and 1, 0.
Right. Yeah. Okay, we're completely overdone.
Okay, we covered it all.
We covered it all. Okay, so I think that's it. So I'm Joel. I have a PhD in mechanical engineering from Columbia. My brother Seth, we have a PhD in math from MIT. He's been a professor emeritus teaching. He's a professor emeritus right now. He's been teaching computer science at SUNY Albany for many years. We are here to hopefully offer techniques, methods, approaches on how to do the SAT math questions. In terms of studying for the test, just do as many practice questions as you can. Locate what your weaknesses are and practice those weaknesses. Khan Academy offers a slew of questions sorted by topic, which is great because if let's say you're weak on circles, you study the circle questions. Okay, if you have any SAT math questions, please email them to us at satmathquestion@gmail.com, and comments are always welcome. The feedback is very useful to us.
Yeah, the email address is spelled out on the YouTube page for the channel.
Yes, that's an important point. Good. Okay. I feel like we're forgetting something, but it's fine because we try to meet every day. So
we have the 3 points. What's the main idea of the problem?
We did that already. No need to repeat it.
Okay. Is it would a calculator be useful in the problem? We
discussed that. Move on.
And what's the number 3?
Like, would you do this question differently on the SAT than what we do in school? We also talked about that.
Okay.
Okay, so we got all 3 things covered. Okay, everyone, have a great day.